Hi everyone, this vlog is in continuation of the series of vlogs I'm doing on two particular topics. One is mental health and another is love, hate and expectation. This topic I've done earlier vlogs also, and it is so important that I intend to do one more on it in connection with these two topics, which would help people to relate it, connect with on an easier note. As far as mental health and love, hate and expectations are concerned, people, individuals or individuality is the source, is the vessel to both the topics. And why people screw up in both the instances, in both the topics simultaneously, and they never usually move out from it. Okay. Growth is something which plays a very important role as far as both the things are concerned. When we talk about mentality or mental health, what happens is that we go in a cocoon and we keep living in a cocoon of value-based and belief systems. So what happens that whatever we do in terms of being professional, in terms of being acquainted to people or to a social mass or a society, or we do something on a personal note, everything which happens to us, we react, respond with a filter of value-based and our belief system, which is probably years old. So, if a person is at 20 and then person as time grows, obviously on a biological note, generally speaking, so the person ends 10 years down the line to the age of 30. But in these 10 years, the external life, the external zone would have changed to an extent because external front is achievable with a less amount of effort. So in 10 years, the external zone would have changed, but with that change, the value base and the belief system of that individual is still the same. So when the person is moving from 20s to 30s, and whatever life is giving to that person is still evaluated, reacted, and respond over on with the same value base and belief systems. So that belief system is filtering life, but that belief system in itself is 10 years older. Hence, people are not able to utilize and make the most of those 10 years, and people are not able to utilize being in their 30s because whatever is happening in their 30s is still evaluated as if they were in their 20s. Hence, they've remained there, 10 years wasted, 10 years down the drain. Nothing intrinsically has developed. Same way, as far as love, hate and expectations is concerned, the same pattern works the same way but in a different dimension. Relationships die in due course of time. Why? Because people in the relationship are not evolving, are not growing intrinsically. As said in the mental health and the response and reaction time to life, the same way the definition of love, reaction response, definition of hate, reaction response, and definition of expectations, reaction response, does not change. They are not evolving, they are not growing. And because both the people in the relationship who are there aren't growing, it will obviously be concluded, and as a matter of fact, to a result, the relationship will also go stagnant. The relationship will stop growing. Why? As I said, people are responsible for their relationships, and because they don't grow, anything which they do will not grow. And on a lighter note, what happens is that when one person isn't growing and if the other is growing, a definite result would be that the other would part away. It would grow. She or he would grow from the person who is not growing, from both the relationships end also, because growth is inevitable. It's just our problem that we are not endorsing growth. It's our problem that we are not getting influenced by growth because we have a particular mindset of being there. Now, when one is not growing and when another is also not growing, when two non-growing people come together, they don't grow. Actually, the non-growing aspect becomes bigger. So now there are two people who are not growing. And anything which is not growing is automatically dead. So what happens here is that as far as that relationship or those individual aspects are concerned, it will die by time. It will fade out by that time. Hence, we should grow irrespective of the relationship. We should grow irrespective of dimensions of one's individuality. Parting away can be a very important part of growth because growth is evolutionary. Being there may, after the due course of time, may be different, but growth will never stop. Growth has to be the center of relationship. People should evolve. People should grow from one phase or one plane to the other when they are together. That is what exactly companionship is supposed to do. Grow. Growth will give you higher, stronger mentality, mental, emotional strength. And as far as love, hate, and expectations is concerned, one has to grow as time comes, and one has to put a direct, visible effort to change, to grow, so that the individual and the relationship, if at all it is there, it grows to a better dimension. Please share your views and opinions about this vlog. I would be more than happy to view and respond. There is much more coming to both the topics. Stay tuned. Have a beautiful day. Remember, peace, harmony, balance, and happiness is your birthright, and you deserve it to the best. Take care.